Now for our big channel announcement for us, alright? Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Jason. This is Art of Creation Homestead, and we're in our kitchen today, and we have something we want to talk about with you, okay, real fast. So there's the great food shortage of 2020, when everybody ran for food, and everybody was clearing off the grocery shelves. I noticed one thing in particular about what Angela did, my wife, as she tried to figure out what we were going to do. You know, is there a food shortage? What's going to happen? And we ended up realizing that when everybody else is running for boxed food items, for loaves of bread, and to freeze everything they possibly could freeze, to whatever, the Angela just went and bought ingredients. Went and bought things to use for meal building, okay? And so that's what we're going to talk with you today about. Is it's a food security issue, but it's not a prepper pantry. It's about keeping a pantry full of items to help you build meals, and about how you can source them, some of these things, without going to the regular grocery store. Okay? So here we're gonna go over here, and Angel's gonna show you some things and talk about some things that she has, and then things that she keeps on hand, and why she does that. Okay?
Okay, we're gonna start here. And because of these things that I do, the way we ate never changed.
Never changed. Not one bit.
So, right here, this whole section, I buy stuff like this in bulk from boxed.com. If I can, I'll put a link below. We buy oats in bulk because we don't only eat the oats. Our chickens also eat the oats. I also use these for granola, for oatmeal, for all kinds of stuff. And it's so much cheaper to buy them this way. This is an 8-pound box. I also buy all of my spices, well, as many as I can find, basically, in these large containers.
Very large. This is 5 ounces. That's much larger.
I buy these from box as well. They last much longer. And we go through a lot of spices around here. So it's definitely worth the buy. They're much cheaper per ounce that way. Organic ketchup. Where we live, it's not easy to find organic ketchup. So they always have organic ketchup, 2 large bottles for a really good price. This is a very important thing. Pasta. We buy this from boxed as well. It's a really good price for 6 boxes. They also have, this is just what I buy most of the time, is macaroni, spaghetti, and penne. But they also have different cuts as well, all bound together.
Now, we do want to tell you, we're not dealing with the prices because prices vary by region. Okay, like this right here, it says it's much cheaper here, and for our prices in this region, prices do vary by region. They could be more expensive or maybe less expensive depending on your region of the country. Okay, and so we're not done with the prices, but just know that we've done it, and for us, it's much cheaper for where we live to do these things.
And now I move on to stuff that I get from Amazon. And this is just partial of what I get from Amazon, because I also get all of our paper products in bulk from Amazon. And I also get, in this household, sweet tea is king. So I buy my tea bags from there as well, because I save significantly by buying by the case. So first I buy peppercorns from there, because you can get this large bag for much cheaper than you can buy them in the store, and these are much better than the ones you buy in the store. The ones you buy in the store are very subpar. These are really good peppercorns. Next, I buy baking powder in a large tub.
It's aluminum free baking powder,
Yes.
by the way.
The reason we buy this brand is it is aluminum free. That's very important. And this is a 5-pound tub. And I just keep pulling from it and putting it into the little things that they normally come in. I just keep putting it back in there because this is hard to store otherwise. So this just goes in the pantry, and I store it. I scoop out and put in the regular size thing. Now, this bad boy. This, for us, is a must. Whether it be for baking anything or making hot chocolate or whatever. This is organic cocoa powder. This is a 5-pound bag, and it is significantly cheaper than you would buy in the store and much better. You cannot find this quality just on the grocery store shelf. The minute you taste it, you taste the difference. And you will think, if you look at the price of it, we will leave a link below. If you look at the price, originally you're going to think, oh, that's too expensive. But if you start breaking it down to per ounce and comparing it to what you pay in the store, it's significantly cheaper. Jason actually did the math.
I'll do this for you real fast. A Simple Truth organic cocoa powder from Kroger, okay, that's the most easily found organic cocoa powder, is $5.49 for 8 ounces, okay? So this is 80 ounces, 5 pounds, this is 80 ounces. So this is $30, $29.95 at Amazon. If you were to buy 10 of those organic cocoa powders at Kroger, it's going to cost you $5 or $55. On sale, it's going to cost you $45. So this is significantly cheaper, and it stores very well. It doesn't doesn't go bad. It's good for a long time.
It's in a Mylar bag.
Yeah.
So
it seals up. It's got
see, I'll show you inside. See, it's in a Mylar bag.
Yep.
And Mylar bags keep things forever.
Absolutely.
Keeps moisture out. So this will stay good for a long time.
Yeah. It's even cheaper doing it that way than it is to buy regular cocoa powder.
Yes.
Just the basic Hershey's is much. It's like $4 here.
Yes.
So it's still cheaper, no matter what.
And it's much better.
Much better.
You will taste the difference. Now, this stuff is stuff that I get from outside sources, other than boxed and larger places. We buy King Arthur flour for a very important reason. King Arthur flour is never bromated. If you don't know what that is, it does not contain potassium bromate, which is a flour conditioner.
It's a known carcinogen to every other country in the world except for America.
Every other country has outlawed potassium bromate. The United States has not. It's in most of your flours. And it's a known carcinogen. But King Arthur is never bromated. So that's the reason we choose to buy King Arthur.
And it's 100% employee owned, as you can see right here.
Yes.
It's good flour.
We choose, starting with the pandemic, we chose to start buying direct from King Arthur. You can buy as many as you want, and they ship them right to you. And the great thing about buying from them is where when you buy it on the store shelves, it has maybe 6 months on the date. If that, I have bought them that has actually had 3 months on the date or less. And this is ground when you order it, and it has a year or over on the date. So I buy all-purpose flour, sometimes organic, sometimes other. It depends on what I can get. And I buy bread flour. Bread flour is very important in this house.
Now it's not ground to order. It's just been freshly ground at the time. That's be clear. It's not like they grind it when you order it, but it's been freshly ground. It's been really quick.
Okay, and next, if rice is important to you, which we love rice around here, then we have discovered the regular rice that you buy in the store or at the dollar store or wherever you buy your rice is junk. We have found through a lot of research that it has been bleached and all kinds of stuff.
Been treated very poorly, just overall.
And handled with a lot of chemicals that absorb into the rice, and you are consuming a lot of very dangerous chemicals.
And rats in the silos and things of that nature.
Yes. We found this through finding it at Whole Foods one time, and then started buying it direct from the family farm. It's a small family farm in Arkansas, and they grow their rice in smaller patches. They control everything about it. If you look at this, this is jasmine rice, and if you look at the rice in the window, it's not completely white because they have not bleached it.
And it says right here, America's rice. Yeah, American farmed. Those are very big deals.
It's a very good family.
Very big deal.
Very good Christian family.
Yes.
They are an amazing family. I buy it by the case from them. They have several different types. They have red rice. They have purple rice. They have some of the most amazing rice you've ever tasted.
Yeah, they do.
You will, once you taste this, you will never go back.
Well worth it.
And, in my opinion, the only salt worth buying. The only salt worth the salt. Redmond's Real Salt. You've heard us talk about it before if you've been watching. This is from right here in the United States, in Utah. It's not from some foreign country. You know what goes in this. This is very pure. And I buy this direct from Redmond's because they always have some kind of deal going. You can always find a coupon code for so much percentage off. It's just better to buy it from Redmond's.
Yep.
And they have all kinds of wonderful seasonings as well. Now, we recently made the switch to avocado oil as our neutral flavored oil.
As opposed to canola and vegetable and things like that.
Because this is an anti-inflammatory, this is a non-inflammatory oil. And it's just much better for you. It's non-GMO, it's much better for you. We buy this in bulk. We buy it by the case through a source which Jason works for. Which we are fortunate to have that. But you can, I also buy my olive oil in a large container, in a large tub. I buy that from either boxed or Amazon. They're usually around the same price on that. And I buy Colavita because it's a good Americanized olive oil that is not compromised. So it's better to buy olive oil. When you buy extra virgin olive oil, you're better to buy it in large bottles and break it down into smaller.
The large tins, like the big, like 1 liter tins.
The tins or great big plastic bottles.
Yeah.
It's much better.
Yeah, we did that. That's right.
It's much better because, and then break it down into smaller bottles because you pay so much more for each individual bottle.
Yep.
Now, maple syrup is very important in our house. We use it as a substitute sweetener. Because as you can probably tell here, a lot of these are very clean ingredients. We try to use as many clean ingredients as we can.
It's not an absolute must, but it does help.
Yes. We use this as a sugar substitute in a lot of things. Like you recently saw me make maple buttercream icing that significantly cut down on sugar. This is very important to us. So we buy it in large containers and we buy multiple of these at a time. And this is the brand that we choose to use. It's out of Wisconsin. The Maple Dude has the most amazing maple syrup you'll ever taste.
And they're good. It's a good small business.
Yes.
A lot of American farms are good small businesses. You can find them online.
He has a huge sugar bush. He taps this every year. He also has a lot of other maple ingredients like maple sugar, which we use a lot here as well. And I will leave a link to the Maple Dude in the description below. He also does 1 gallon things. This is a half gallon. He does 1 gallon as well. And they're actually really good prices for the quality of maple syrup that it is.
Yeah, we use maple syrup for that. While it does have a glycemic index, it is a lower glycemic index than regular sugar, and a lot of the sugar you get out of the store is going to be GMO and chemically processed, and so we're just trying to avoid that the best we can by using a bit cleaner of an ingredient once again.
For those of you who don't know, maple syrup contains a lot of enzymes that can help with your diabetes. It can help with a lot of different things. It can help with your memory. It can keep from memory loss. It is an amazing food.
If you were to Google that, you're going to find conflicting reports, but we do follow someone called Michelle Visser.
Yes. Her blog is solelyrested.com.
Yep.
And she has a cookbook out, which I'll leave a link in the description below, called Sweet Maple.
Yep.
And it is amazing.
Yep.
Now, last but definitely not least, this right here is what our whole pantry centers around. This is what we live for. This is what we work for.
Canning. Yep.
This right here is what is the biggest thing that made us not eat any different during that whole time. Is all of the things that we grow and can. This stuff here, most of it is stuff that we grew ourselves. Others is stuff that we bought in bulk from local orchards.
Grew most of that, and grew that. Yep.
Yes. And I have showed you videos on most of the stuff, if not all of it. And you can do this at home.
Yep.
And this right here is the ultimate in food security.
Absolutely.
And you see that right there, and while it's maybe not completely everything that we possibly can do, but this is a lot of things that we do that allows Angela, because she's in charge of the food around here, but it allows her to cook from what we have, cook real food, and use, cleanest ingredients that we can get within a budget-friendly process. And that's what we do, and that's why we don't worry about if there's a food's getting bought off the shelf too fast. It's because, well, we have plenty here that we keep on hand. All right, then now for our big channel announcement for us. All right, we're really excited about this. We talked about growing food, canning food, raising chickens for your eggs and things of that nature. And Angela's talked about cooking. But one thing that Angela feels like she hasn't done that we could do a better job of, I think, is to show you how to do the basics of food, almost like survivalist cooking, but cooking on your own for food independence. Things that you can buy in the store if you wanted to, and that's fine and dandy, but at the same time, things that you can make at home that are better, it's more cost effective, and it also adds to your food security. Angela learned these skills, growing up, taught herself some stuff, learned some stuff from her mom, things of that nature, but she wants to teach you now, okay? Just the basics of stuff, making bread, biscuits, pancakes, peanut butter, things of that nature. Just things that you can buy in the store, but you can do on your own for your own food security as well, okay? So this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to do like a homestead skills series, on kitchen skills series, okay? Things of that nature. Homestead kitchen skills series, where Angela's going to be talking about making things on your own. Doing things that you can do, making things that you can do in the kitchen that will be better for you. Also, Angela keeps on hand yeast and heavy cream for making breads and butter, things like that. Again, you can buy those in the store, but you can also make it at home. Especially if you can't find them in the store, like in the great food shortage of 2020, right? Where everybody just bought everything they could find just for the heck of it because they thought they were going to need it. All right. Well, again, we bought ingredients. Angela bought ingredients. By the wisdom of God, she looked online for flour, and that's how we started buying King Arthur flour online. And so, but we want to do that, okay? So if you want to learn more kitchen skills, be more independent for your food, and if you know people who want to do it, hey, encourage them. We're going to put these videos out. You're going to learn how to make a lot of stuff. All right, there's a lot of wonderful things without box mixes, without stuff. I mean, pasta. We talked about making fettuccine before on another one. We're just going to go through making pasta. We talked about other things. I know. I'm just trying to remember. Oh, sauces. You know, a good tomato sauce, a good spaghetti sauce, pizza sauce, whatever. You know, every basic stuff or every basic thing that you may want to cook, we're gonna talk about doing it. Okay, and we really want to encourage you to stick around. You know, watch these videos, learn. We're excited about teaching skills so people can be more independent, more confident in the kitchen. All right, and eat better along the way too. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Again, my name is Jason. That was Angela Kay. This is Art of Creation Homestead. Love you guys. God bless you and goodbye.